welcome back to the party. I guess as the Indian dude, I should pull my hair down. If you did not see, we had a fantastic night on Rumble. Wish a movie night. And shout out to Nikki who where's the compound of dirt? What do you mean? Where is everybody? There's still 8 people over on fucking on Rumble. But yeah, we just did a movie night, and shout out to Nikki who suggested the movie Go, and then I was feeling nice. And we did. Oh, let me turn that light on. We did have a little bit of a hiccup in terms of last week. We did earn the double feature, but also everybody left, and there was a couple people left, and I made the wrong decision. I should have just, continued with it, but I didn't. And so I wanted to, watch a movie with you, the second movie with you guys. Go check that out on Rumble before I delete it, because we keep that shit deleted. All right, who's there? We got Glowdog. Welcome. We got the sister. Welcome to the party. What we got going on here? So let's just first see what's going on with Avarice, because I did talk to him in DMs, and he said something about something. Let's see what he's doing. Let's
the Candace video. So a lot of you guys like the Candace video, so I'm gonna bring up the Candace video here and show you guys a final piece. So this was, we were originally, when we were doing the Covert America section, we were looking at how.
All right, fair enough. He's not bringing people up. He's doing his own thing. Totally fair. So then, let's see if any of our friends from the page is there. Why didn't anybody? What the fuck? I really thought people would come on. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Okay. We're doing that. Nobody is live. That's its own thing. All right, so I guess it's let's search for open panels. Let's see what we got. Right, we'll do that. Ratchet American Culture, Cookoder, Black Atheism on Fire, Blurs United, open panel. Okay, what do we got here?
I'm gone. Madon, Ricky!
Up a little bit, see what they're talking about.
Yeah, he said boom, boom everywhere. Yeah, that's just, I don't know, Molly. I'm not even, it's ghetto ratchet. I can't call it no more, bro. I don't know, American culture. I feel what you're saying with hip hop.
Yeah.
But American culture is anti-rat. It's white American culture is just as ratchet. It's black. Like, we're not talking about.
I was thinking about that too. I was thinking, what's so crazy? Because I was even thinking about the white folks who like the mafia. Because I was thinking about, the Italians and shit like that.
Nah, that would be the immigrants. White redneck culture is straight ratchet, son. They're gonna party, barbecue, smoke weed, fight in the streets. They do all the same shit.
Right.
So it's only a problem when they're overweight. Angel, I think there is a way to present yourself with regards to yourself. That's how I was raised. Most of the women in my family were overweight, and they would dress what I would be taught as appropriate. I don't know if that language is appropriate anymore. Like I got cursed out there by my mother because I told her years ago, your daughter dressed fast. And I'm like, why does she have a belly button showing? She's like, that's not fast. And I'm like, all right, my bad. That would have been a whole situation in my family. Like, no, you can't. What the fuck are you doing at 13, 14 years old with a belly button? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, your name.
Now, Taste, if you are pulling your spandex up, and Angel, I don't, in any context, I don't see you doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I don't know. I don't, pulling the spandex up, and you got the SpongeBob butt. The SpongeBob butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know who has what shapes. And it's people who don't have any more shape left. But they want to showcase it as if they do have the shape. That's new to me. You said you'll pay $300 for that woman hating Madonna's rent. You know, I don't know. So I'm and then wearing the spandex with the wrestling bra, and you got a whole stomach that's just out there. I don't know, sis. Like, what's the girl from Baltimore or from Philly? What's her name? Y'all should be fighting. That's my sister. I fuck with her though.
Krishan.
Nah, not Krishan. The one that be selling the beanie hats.
Beanie hats.
Hold on, wait. Hold up, Didi and Angel, y'all are friends. How are y'all having a whole? No, y'all could just donate to Ziax and I'll tap dance for a whole hour straight for y'all. For $600, Q Butter will tap dance and sing for y'all for the rest of the night. How about we just do that, all right? And Madonna won't comment for the rest of the night.
Let's keep this one open and try to find something better. I don't really feel that. Open panel. Your pineal gland will start by. Okay, this is just some meditation shit. Okay. Let's get rid of the line. Man, there ain't nothing going on. Holy shit. Open panel. This. Just start. 8 out. Start. Oh, so I might be done. Yeah. Well, I mean, they just fucking.
This is we're not playing. This is the fight game. This is why it needs to be exciting.
What? I'm on normal speed. Is open panel like a game? Nobody watches that. I like this shit. Social media is making this worse. Oh, Gospel of Bab. All right, we can do that.
They want to ignore shit. Like I see front. Like, I ain't gonna disrespect them. Like, I see you with my eyes. You exist, nigga. Y'all done spent $1 billion saying that it exists. Fuck that. Who am I to say it don't? And if motherfuckers ain't willing to do Google or Chat GPT and do it, it ain't my job to explain it. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all sometime this week. I gotta go get ready.
But okay, this should be a good
I got
opportunity to jump in.
4.5 hour travel, so I'll see y'all sometime this week. See.
All right. Be safe out there on the roads.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just looking for a panel where we can, talk.
Where at Trent Harris III.
Just want to yap.
I think it's gonna be hard for you to not mention anything black.
Oh no, you're gonna see it because this will be the first time I actually could drop motherfuckers. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers. None of y'all, because y'all pretty tame and fucking intelligent, but it's a lot of weirdos that you know. And I know who they are. I'm not letting them up. Fuck them.
What about the new people that you don't know? You're gonna have open panels, right?
Once I figure out fuck them, they'll be gone too. It's not fuck them, because the last thing I want to do is hear a motherfucker tell me.
All right, let's look pretty. Are we ready? Let's do it.
No N word. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I got a different strategy. You know what I'm saying? Only because the topics I'm covering, you know. And then put some what is that, transcripts at the bottom, so you know if I'm talking about Asia, Japan, and China, I'm gonna have that bitch running in the translator at the bottom so they know, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully pull some, you know what I'm really doing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get me, some people from Tokyo, you know what I'm saying? Some Shawty from Tokyo, like, oh, I like you. Well, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, boy. Yeah. Have fun.
Crazy.
Money, man.
It's just a different strategy. Who knows if it'll work, man? But
I know
finance,
me.
Geopolitics.
It plays a noise when someone pops
partying
up.
bullshit. That's pretty much it.
Interesting.
Howdy.
And
What's up, man?
You definitely are your namesake.
The
what up,
Indian
Jesus?
Jesus. All right, what's going on, kid?
Espirito Santos, you know what I'm saying?
You was smoking weed. You was smoking weed back there.
Me?
Yeah, I saw you smoking
Oh
something.
no,
You was
that's
smoking
just
weed.
nicotine vape.
Little vape.
Oh,
Vape.
all right.
Is that
What's
that
up,
big
man?
lava?
Yeah, that name fit you, boy.
Y'all getting into?
Shit, just kicking.
We was talking about social media earlier, but now we just bullshit.
Oh, you so?
Are you in India?
I mean, I have Indian in my ancestry, but my parents are from the West Indies, from the Caribbean. So.
Oh, okay.
West Indies? Where in the West Indies?
So my mom's family is from Jamaica, and my dad's family is from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, all right. You definitely don't look it.
That's why I'm not the West Indian Jesus or the Caribbean Jesus, the Indian Jesus.
Indian Jesus.
The Indian Jesus.
That's 1.5 billion.
So you guys all agree that TikTok is unequivocally the best social media platform, right?
That's what everybody's saying.
No.
Why not?
No, I think you get the best numbers on TikTok.
I mean, true.
Wait, well, hold on. What do you go ahead, Indian Jesus. Let me hear you your spill. Why do you think it is?
So I think that TikTok is just the best platform in terms of taking the information that you give, meaning the time you spend on a video, what you search, so on and so forth, and curating the algorithm or the For You page for not only what you want to see, but also things that you didn't necessarily know that you were into. As well as for me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but I've curated my For You page such that I get a lot of people who don't necessarily agree with my positions, which is what I want to hear. I don't want to be in an echo chamber. And it's just the best platform for regular people. Like on YouTube, you'll see, the Gospel of Bob, the Indian Jesus, established things, but just some random dude. You're very unlike. Like, when's the last time you came across a channel with less than 100 subscribers? Probably not that
very
often.
rare, actually.
Right, and so TikTok is really good at just pushing what works and not really focusing on, is this an established channel? And you're right, the numbers are definitely different. Like, you get way more views and stuff on that. But outside of that, I still think it is a way, way better platform in terms of
TikTok kicks you off. TikTok kicks you off for less shit than YouTube does, though.
That's fair. That's fair. I think
You said
and
YouTube gives you more views, or TikTok does.
TikTok.
You said TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
And YouTube. Shit, if you look it up, it's still the number one stream. If you talking about just streaming, number one streaming, and I guess social media platform. I guess you could say.
So were you saying that TikTok pays attention to your algorithm more than YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, YouTube's not as like the YouTube algorithm is not nearly as bad as the X algorithm. I've been on X and Twitter forever, and I don't get any.
Or the gram.
Yeah, I don't get anything for something either people I follow or people or something directly related to people I follow. YouTube, you get a little bit more variety, but again, like we talked about, it's usually more established channels. So like I have a political channel, but I'm very much into like movies and TV and pop culture and stuff like that. So I get a decent amount of that on my YouTube algorithm. But that's about it. Unless you're specifically searching for something, then it's not likely to just show you, hey, you watch that, and a lot of people that watch those of these things are into this thing, and it just doesn't show you.
So TikTok does a better job of putting you on with things you most likely going to be interested in, not focusing necessarily on the size of the channel, or I don't know if they call them channels on TikTok. I don't go on TikTok.
Yeah, channel page. I mean, like I definitely agree that as from the creator side, I don't love TikTok, but from the user, the end user side, TikTok is way better.
What's the negatives of the being like the creator side?
Oh well, they're so ban happy. They'll ban you for this. They'll take down that. They'll shadow ban you for whatever. Like that is definitely an issue from the creator side.
TOS heavy.
Yeah.
What did you say, John?
It's TOS heavy. Like that's what
I
watch.
Worse than
Crucible, and every time he does a TikTok evasion, like he has to be real careful what he says, the terminology. You have to use certain type of words. Like you can't just speak freely.
You said Crucible?
The Crucible. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew Wilson.
Yeah.
Which is ironic. Because like I see people saying crazy stuff that wouldn't even follow YouTube TOS. Like I just saw some video of some dude saying that they need to go to the White House and blah 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 blah. It's like, hey, yo, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, it favors one side over the other in politics. Because there's a lot. There's a lot more leftist streamers on TikTok to get big numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
TikTok is very biased to certain things. Like I can use the N-word freely, but if I mention white people a certain enough times, that should have banned you. Like you gotta talk in code. You gotta say like white tees. That's what they call white people.
Yeah.
Like, yo, white tees. Like that shit is ridiculous over there, bro. Like me and Nate tried to do something over there. It didn't really work out, bro.
So you have to censor yourself more than you do on YouTube. Because on YouTube people do that too.
Yeah, but there's a certain amount of time though. Like I've learned from watching what's that dude that he be spazzing out? What's his name? The dude with the glasses. He be always in people's business. Hassan Campbell.
Campbell.
He's still around?
Iker.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So I learned from him that when to curse and when it's good and when is it to use certain words. Like he's like, all right, I'm like 25 minutes in. I can say this now. Like he breaks it all. Yeah, now I'm like, oh, this is stupid. Like,
I thought that only mattered in the first few minutes of a video. As far as
Only matters.
But I'm saying
second.
Yeah. So I mean, all of that shit is corny.
And it depends on what you're talking about, what you're saying. They'll allow certain things.
I can't see a girl twerk on here, but if it's a rap video, I can see a girl twerk.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is kind of strange too. I do find it strange.
That's stupid. Like, it's retarded. Like, it's like, come on.
Yeah, no, especially.
Oh no, because that's kick. Okay,
especially in the politics. Sorry, yeah, especially in the politics realm, they definitely favor the left. But yeah, I mean, there was I all the time I see random videos of people. Oh my goodness! If you search, puppies with flowers or whatever, it's just all videos of girls showing their this and that. So I mean, it's very inconsistent in terms of their censorship. Definitely not perfect, but I think we can say that about any platform.
So it seems like the biggest benefit. It seems like the biggest benefit of TikTok is getting more access to smaller channels, and the smaller channels could become a little bigger. That's like the benefit of being on TikTok.
And I think when we talk about how social media is, driving the way that people think, the aspect of what I appealed to before about the established channels, when you're able to see just, random dude, random chick in her car, in her bedroom, in her whatever, just talking, and not someone who's trying to build a page, trying to make the ad, make it as an influencer, then you kind of get a more well-rounded idea of what people are actually thinking.
But there's also tiers of like respecting channels on certain platforms. Like if you have 10,000 subs on TikTok
and muted this
you got
stream
10,000
and not their
subs
stream
on YouTube, that's a different ballgame. Because YouTube is like the big leagues to me. Like I see, like
it is.
It's like Twitch is. Basically, all I hear about Twitch is Hassan Piker, right? So it's like, and he's the only one really allowed to speak politics. Twitch, everything else is just gaming. But then like you see, I don't know how he does on TikTok. I'm sure he does healthy on TikTok, but everybody knows Hassan Piker as a Twitch streamer. And then like you had like guys like Sneeko, where Sneeko went everywhere, right? But like he can only achieve the same group that he had originally from YouTube. They just followed him over. So it's just like, and now he comes back and he's a Muslim, and the problem is right now in the streaming world is there's so many grifters just jumping on to trends that like, anybody, like they're all like, if you look at right now, like the thing that's happening on the right with all the different streamers all splitting up, and now they're going with the lefties. Like you have Jimmy Dore, Anna Kasparian, all talking with now Alex Jones and Owen Schroyer. And these guys are going to different platforms to get the views. But like on YouTube, their numbers really haven't changed. You know what I mean? But when they go on TikTok and they say the same things that they're talking about now, they get all these new leftists that are added onto their thing. But then like you go back to YouTube and their numbers haven't changed. So there's a lot of twitching with the algorithm to where I think like YouTube is probably, I don't know how the money is on the side of but it seems that if you're a YouTube streamer with a lot of people, you have a different, you get looked at different than if, let's say, you have the same numbers on TikTok, because a lot of people have those numbers.
Yeah, I have almost the same number on the same number of followers as I do subscribers here, and on TikTok, that's like I said, I'm into music and music and movies and TV and stuff, and because I'm on a political channel, most of my people don't really care about that. So I was like, whatever.
Well, so why don't you make another channel and have it for entertainment? Label it movie entertainment.
That's the point.
You know what I mean?
I have the name already. I'm just fascinated.
No. I'm talking about the description. In the description, have it movie entertainment channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean, that works sometimes, but it really doesn't work for everybody. Like when you start doing different topics and you're the same person. Really, what it is consistency. People it's like when you turn on a radio station at a certain time of day, you're expecting to hear somebody's voice, the same person every day, right?
I think when you do something crazy.
Yeah, when you start a certain way and you try to switch it up, people are not really interested. I'm like that with certain people. I'm like, I'm not going to you to hear politics or to hear sports. I go to you for a specific thing.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, that's why I wouldn't do that stuff on the Indian Jesus channel. I would have a separate channel that's dedicated to that. And I'm just procrastinating. That's definitely something I need to do. I just haven't done it yet.
What they're saying is that stick to what you're doing, because like basically you're saying, just because you switch it up, it's the same voice. So basically that's basically what they're saying. You know what I mean? Well,
it would be a completely different audience. I mean, there might be some people that like both, but it would be completely different.
I'll give you the perfect example. Like, do you guys know who the Liberal Hive Mind is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberal Hive Mind makes the same type of videos every day, right? And he gets 30, 40, 50,000 views in a matter of 2 days, right? Now, he's tried to go live a few times. He gets decent numbers, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Because that's not what they're used to him being.
Dilly fucking dilly.
He's just the Liberal Hive Mind who makes the clips. and he makes the good videos, and he comes in with the catchphrase, he ends with the catchphrase, and then boom, like that's what everybody's gonna go to him for. Some people are gonna follow him over.
You gotta understand the views don't really like you can watch a minute of the video and it could be a view. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you gotta look at that too.
But and video VODs and streaming are very different as well. You have a lot more leeway as a streamer than you do as someone who just posts videos. It's like, especially like I could name a stream something that's very specific to like the Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens debate, and then within that stream, if I'm on for 6 hours or whatever, if we take 30 minutes to go up and do this little thing, that's not that the people are more likely to stick with that. Versus if I just do VODs, and then I have this VOD that is completely disconnected from all the other things that I do, then that's not likely to do.
Yeah, I mean, you can go into different fields, you know what I mean? But once you're established, then you can start doing all the other things, like the Hodge twins. They had their shtick.
Great.
Now, like the Hodge twins are looking at like
if it's something that I don't know,
videos every day.
They do everything though. They
do everything. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. For a long time, they were just talking about politics.
Hey, thank you for reminding me. Right, Marv, you could fit right in. You could be the Hodge triplet.
The Hodge triplet.
Yeah, you look. Yeah.
You gotta stop.
That's a good example of very.
in your thumbnail, like, damn, this must be the other Hodge triplet. You know what I mean?
Nah,
they don't talk about.
They're like super light skin.
Darker Hodge.
The darker Hodge triplet. The darker one.
He gets black sheep.
The real black sheep. The actual black sheep of the family.
No, but there's another channel I watch, Tusi TV, where he does the news every day, like 3 times a day, 1 hour at a time.
Kind of bored.
To an hour.
Kind of bored.
Now he has his own channel, Tusi TV, where you go and you be a member and you get to watch his documentaries and everything. But he never releases them.
Why don't you ever ask? Why don't you just put a poll up and ask your subscribers? Hey, would y'all mind if I switch it up a little bit? Let's talk about videos, movies, and stuff like that.
People don't know what they want.
You don't think they'll gravitate?
People don't know what they want. You ask that stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
That. I'd be like, I'd be interested in this. And it's like, oh yeah. And I did it. And crickets. Nobody showed up. People don't know what.
That's why you force it on them.
I think your subscribers will always say yeah to anything you want to do, but when you start doing it, it's like,
No. Yeah, I guess.
What's going on in this motherfucker, man? What's happening?
Right, girl. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
What's up, tough guy?
What's going on, 84?
What's up, tough guy?
What's happening, man? What's
happening?
What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about?
Smoking weed.
Y'all talking about smoking weed?
Yo, Scott, tell me why I hear that song, Summer Breeze, in the Storia, and I automatically just be singing the smoking weed. Makes me feel fine.
The Summer Breeze, actually, guys.
Summer Breeze in the song. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll be in the store hearing it, and I just think of smoking weed.
I know, I'm just fucking with y'all. Hey, so how'd y'all weekend go? No, man, fuck the Cowboys, man.
Hey, man,
I'm mad my team lost, man. Even though it's preseason, nigga, we supposed to win everything, nigga. Fuck that.
I was a Jets fan. I'm glad I don't care about that anymore, man. I couldn't. Oh man,
you said a what fan?
Jets fan.
Yeah, he sounded like a Jets fan.
What?
Man, those hard days,
sir. Hold on. Are you from New York?
Jersey.
From Jersey?
They actually play.
All right, so all right, I could let. All right, that
for
makes
the last
that makes
70
sense.
years. Yeah.
Hey, so when y'all was young, did y'all
Wait,
have
hold on. What kind of Jets fan? What's your favorite basketball team?
I don't do basketball.
What's your favorite hockey team? You do the Islanders or you do the Rangers? Or you do the Devils?
I would go with Devils.
Blackhawks got the dope.
That's the only team we got left in Jersey.
Because over here, like in New York and New Jersey, we have a combination. Like most Yankee fans are Giants fans, and we're Knicks fans. We do like a grouping like that. So when you said Jets, I'm like, Jets? We don't Jets.
I was Jets Mets for a while, and like
Jets. Now makes sense. Now you make it all right. There we go.
Well, because like I said, my parents are immigrants, so like I didn't really get it from them.
Jets Mets.
Mostly my my high school girlfriend, her family were huge Jets Mets fans. I got into it from there, and I kept with, like, even after I broke up with her, I kept with it, and like I was into it. And then just after a while, I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Just purposely making myself upset every single weekend. Why am I ruining my Sundays? Sometimes Mondays and Thursdays.
So you're telling me you became a Jets fan because your girlfriend?
I didn't really know. Yeah, so I didn't really know what was good. Like I didn't really know the rules of football. I was into music. I was into movies. I was into other stuff. So sports were never really my thing. And then when her and I started going out, and I would hang out. She had like a twin brother that was our age. Her dad. Younger brother, they were all into Jets and Mets, and so I started watching. I was like, oh, definitely football. Not so much with baseball, but I was like, whatever. But definitely with football, I was like, oh, I like this. This is good. Then
you're in Jersey, man. You could like the Eagles. You're in Jersey. Jersey guys. The Eagles.
I'm too far north for that.
John, come on, John. You could like the Eagles in Jersey, man.
As a party foul, they don't play
Eagles
in Jersey.
suck too.
They don't. No, I know they don't play in Jersey, but Jersey and Pennsylvania, they're right there. I guess it depends where in Jersey you are, because a lot of Jersey guys, they rock with the Eagles heavy.
Yeah, Camden, Trenton,
South Jersey.
Exactly.
South Jersey is all about Philly teams.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
So when y'all was young, did y'all have a Mongoose, a BMX, or a Dino Back?
I like that tough guy. Funny as hell.
What was the one with the
Mongoose was always popular where I was growing up.
What was the one with the S?
We had a Mongoose and a Giant. I had a
Mongoose Huffy and a Mongoose.
Oh, you had a Huffy? I had a Huffy. I had a Huffy before.
Yeah,
I had
the Metaloid. Y'all remember that bike? It was like 120 pounds.
So my grandfather was a firefighter, and they used to get bikes back in the day. So when in the hood, I used to live in the ghetto. So the ghetto is basically like the projects, the hood where I'm from. You know what I mean? It's like a whole bunch of apartments. This is a ghetto spot. Anyway, long story short, every time I come through the hood, everybody knew I had all the dope bikes, nigga, because my grandma used to hook me up, nigga, and you couldn't steal my bike neither, nigga, because I had what was it, a Mongoose frame, but I had some they called them mags, some yellow mags. So I had a red bike with yellow mags, and if you took my bike, nigga, we already knew.
Them were the tires, right? The rims.
Yeah, the mags. Yeah, I had mags, and I had the spokes on them too, where you could ride on them, where your homie can, you know what I'm saying, with the pegs. The pegs. Yeah, where your homie can ride on them and shit in the back. Yeah, my shit was hard, nigga.
Dino pegs.
And
real big ones.
If you try to steal my bike, nigga, everybody knew it was my bike. So you would have been done.
Well, sorry, boys. I gotta run real quick. I'll be back if I can. If not, I appreciate you having me.
All right.
I mean, like, I'm sure it's nice to just like chit chat and whatever, but let's see what these guys were up to.
Did y'all kind of hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
They're better.
That's impossible. You have like white people got here. They want to America's telling people, look, out here. That's not like argument.
Fuck you saying, bro?
That's not the argument. Got here over 17 of this country. Where you get your information from? Where you get that 2 million number from? I get it from accepting history. What is in the history? Documented history. What documented history?
Bro, ain't nobody gonna say they can't hear?
What's the name one? Can you name one? You still ain't named not one source, not one book. Did you say they weren't even counting the women back then, too? So,
okay. Fuck it. Let's see what they got.
That tells you the population of America was 2 million. I can tell you for several votes that later.
I'm gonna call this motherfucker out for not being able to hear anything.
How about you just Google how many people was in America before it went? So do you want to pay some money?
Million.
What was the answer? You want to pay some money first? What was the answer? You want to pay some money first?
Fucking link. Oh.
Some money. But Don already gave you the answer. You said you know you got money. 17 million? Yeah, I bet some money. How much you want to bet?
All right. Take 2. Let's see what we gonna do. Let's see if they gonna.
I should have bet you that band, man.
4 hours and 37 minutes.
Let's see.
The Indian Jesus. Who the fuck is that, Q, buddy? I see you, bro. Q, can you see him?
The Indian Jesus.
Yeah, he in the back. He got his camera on.
Wave your hand, bro.
Wave your hand. Wave your hand, Indian Jesus.
I just did. Wave my hand. Which one do you want?
Oh, we about to cut it. We about to joke. Indian Jesus. Oh yeah, we about to get ready for some jokes. Y'all get your popcorn.
Bring it.
This section is brought to you by In Living Color. Gonna do what we wanna do. In Living Color. Indian Jesus, what's up?
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Standing ovation for me? Oh, thank you. What you got going on?
You brought us to the next part, man. Atheism, man. Black atheism on fire. What you think about black people who are taking on atheism or now, described as atheists?
Well, I technically am an atheist, even though I'm in more right-wing spaces and a lot of Christians watch my stuff, but I don't believe it. What is black atheism as opposed to just atheism?
It's just black people. Anything that black people do, we put black on that shit, baby. You feel me? Because we just not regular, man. When it's a car versus when it's a black car, you feel me? That's a driver. That's a black driver you in there. You know what I'm saying? The black did no swag. You feel me? Culture, style, adobo.
So it seems to me like when I talk to like the super Christians, like the people who follow Andrew Wilson super closely, when I talk to them, it makes it easier because they are so triggered by the word atheist or atheism that I just say that I'm an agnostic non-theist, and that really brings the walls down. But it feels like the notion of black atheism is going in the other direction. And so why like I understand the what you're referencing, but why is it useful to separate them?
Propaganda, baby. Marketing. It's like when when physicists call things God particles. You know what I'm saying? It's to inspire. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, in our community, many of us are underneath the religious dogmatic propaganda that permeates America so well. So hearing an atheist typically is associated with white deviltry. So hearing a black atheist is like, oh my goodness, wow, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Sparks the conversation, is provocative, like Kanye would say.
So can you give me an example of like how that? What do you mean? I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. If you could be a little more.
Why would you write the Indian Jesus?
Because I got long hair and it's a cute name.
The same right. I'm not gonna dig deeper into the conversation with you. Pause. So it's the same difference. I'm black. I got swag, and I'm an atheist. I'm a black atheist.
Okay, but I mean digging deeper. The reason, being an atheist, that I use the word Jesus is kind of a litmus test or a filtering mechanism, because a lot of people are going to be triggered by the fact that I'm using the name Jesus in my name, despite the fact that I'm not claiming to be the Messiah. And so those people are not people that I want to spend time talking to, because they already have their mind made up. So, I mean, that wasn't the purpose, but that is a very strong mechanism of using this name.
In the same light, it's a tool for motivation and conversation, provocative. It made you ask the questions, go deeper, right? We would have just an atheist, you wouldn't have asked these same questions. Now you're getting a little bit more Black culture, a little bit more understanding of the perspectives that might be held in certain populations. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Brings up thought. And in our community, it brings up even more, because most people aren't used to hearing Black people be associated with atheism.
So what kind of things, like speaking from the perspective of Christians or other religious people, what kind of things have you found are more easily discussed by labeling it as Black atheism versus just atheism?
None of them. They can't stand us. Nobody can stand the atheists.
I hear that. But I thought you just said that it, like in the way that I dug deeper, you're saying that it makes people dig deeper.
It's more in just in the sense, but for the first part, it's almost like a shell shock. The average person in America doesn't really meet a Black atheist. In Black America.
I don't know, because I'm kind of from the opinion that the idea of like zooming out, the like the Black community, appealing to the Black community doesn't seem to be a helpful notion for Black Americans.
You said appealing to the Black community doesn't seem to be a helpful notion?
Yeah, the idea that if I was Black, that we're all part of this club, for lack of a better word, or that maybe better said, we all share this specific culture. And so, you know, someone on the other side of the country who is also Black, I have kinship with that person just because of the fact that they're Black.
Yep.
But that seems to, the way that, you know, obviously I'm not Black, I'm white, but I'm not Black. And so the way that I see that often is in Black people defending negative things.
Then that's probably because you don't know American history. Thurgood Marshall went around the country defending Black people solely because they was Black. The Underground Railroad was funded by Black people in the North who had never met the Black people in the North. Then you got the first free post in America, Francisco Menendez, provided freedom to Black people through the North who came to Florida. Then you got also Gaspar Yenga. You also have free towns. You know, Black people were motivated to help Black people because of their history of white people's treatment of Black people.
Sure, I don't disagree with that, but my point is about the perception. That if you're saying people don't...
Perception is only based off of like what you know. If
Sure.
you knew that.
Exactly. And so the idea is that if people don't know what you're appealing to as Black history, then separating yourself first seems to be a way of making those historical moments, those historical people, something that like, oh, well, that's Black history. We don't need to worry about that if we're not Black, because that's Black history. You see what I mean?
That does have an effect to some people, but that's unfortunately, because there's people that argue American history and Black, there's no separation of the two.
I would argue that as well.
However, America's not at that level of maturity to understand its own history and plight in context of the experience of Black people. And so right now, that's why you have the unwriting of it, you have the removal of it, or you have the reframing of it, because many people can't stomach the reality that what America did to Black people. And for Black people, we should have the onus of developing the institutions that teach our history. That's still always part of a cultural component.
Would the end goal of that be that what we're now calling Black history is just part of history, or do you always want to make sure that there is a separation between history and Black history?
I don't think Russians use British history.
Well,
they use Russian history.
But that's because they're Russians. You're American.
That's because I'm Black.
Are you American?
I'm black first.
Okay, that's great. Are you American? Is the question.
Yes.
So that's why the notion of Russians not using British history is not an analog. And so black,
it will be analogous.
American history is American history.
No, it will be analogous in the sense if we just did European history, or rather white people's history, or if you just wanted, we just use France and England.
Yeah.
English, like
yeah. So take that example. Yeah. So if you take that example, there is a difference between American history and white history, right?
There's a difference between American history. And to take the perspective you have, you got to remember American history has not included black history for the most part. Like this systematically, the history, like it's not, you're starting it from as if this is from the 2000s. America has a clear history of removing,
I'm not adding. 1776.
No, I'm talking about 1950s. I'm talking about the 1970s.
Okay, so that was after 1776.
No, but in America, the largest protest. No, are you familiar with the largest protest in American history on college campuses?
Not by that description, but
then that's part of the reason why you wouldn't know that. Like some of the reasons why we have the push.
I might know what you're talking about. I don't. Maybe I don't know it as the biggest campus protest. What are you talking about?
It's all right. Let's say these are. I'll pull it up in a second, but that's the
well. You
part
can
of the
just tell
reason
me.
why.
You can just tell me, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know that." You're talking about like the Million Man March?
No.
Okay. So what are you appealing? Maybe I do know. I just don't know it by the way that you're describing it. Okay. And so I think this is a good example of how this is you in the moment are separating yourself from the end goal. If that's why I asked the question, if you want the end goal to be that Black history is in fact a part of American history and that's accepted as such, then the separation seems to be counterintuitive.
No, the separation is historical. That's just the reality of America. Like that's not. I don't know of what social studies or history you've been learning, but this is the reality. The campus walkout that led to America's first Black studies, one of the largest campus walkouts across the country. It's in California, 1968, San Francisco College African Studies led a 133-day walkout. This also led to several students being killed in different campuses around the country, all for the push because white America refused to teach anything about Black history. They didn't want to teach about any input, influence that Black people had in the country. So it becomes a question of who's responsible for teaching your history. Like when you go to a yeshiva, the yeshivas don't teach the same history and perspective that other people learn in schools in New York. The yeshivas teach the history that's for them. Christian schools organize their history as if they seem to fit. I know for culturally it's confusing to hear people bring up Black, but America historically has had issues with Black people.
Right, so that's why I'm asking about the end goal.
The end goal is for Black people to understand their history.
Okay, but so that's what I'm saying. When you say Black people understand history, are you saying Black people understand Black history, or Black people understand history in general, including Black history as not a separate thing, but as part of American history?
In our world, there's two layers to it. That's just that's the history of the country. So American history is one course. When you go, have you been in school? Like American history does not have a standard that includes Black people in it. And are you familiar with the social studies standards, like Next Generation standards, or the standards for social studies, American social studies standards committee? Like, are you familiar with any of these people? Like, they don't have Black history, so you're not going to learn about, like, the closest you may learn, and depending on the perspective you have, will be about maybe the compromises but the context of the compromises and the impact that the compromises in America had on Black people and how those compromises. You familiar with the compromises in American history, right?
In general, yeah.
Are you familiar with the context what they have with Black people in the 14th Amendment?
In terms of what? That's a very broad question. There's a lot of things.
No, that's
related to black people in the 14th. That's a very. What do you? It's the same thing with what you just asked about. You said, "Do you know this thing?" Maybe I don't know what.
No, it's not.
I don't.
So I'm saying in terms of what does it mean to be a citizen in America? So for black people, citizenry.
So are you talking about the three-fifths compromise? That's what I'm saying. You're asking me multiple things. I said, you're not fully explaining.
No, I'm not trying. Because that way I know which way to go. I'm talking about the compromises. Yeah, there's multiple compromises.
Okay, so yeah, then I'm very
compromised. So that in the context of the compromises in America, that's the closest point that you really find discussions about black people inside of the curriculums of the standards for history in America. So when you're saying history, if you go to South Carolina, Florida, New York, you're not learning about the experiences of black people in America. In America, that's called Black history or African history. When you learn general history in America.
Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
That's the American thing. That's not a good or bad thing. It's the reality. There's no moralistic
your personal opinion. The separation of American history and black history, is that a good thing that they're separate or is it a bad thing that they're separate?
I don't have it's America. You're asking, I don't put an opinion on it. It's just the reality of it. It's not, it's just what it is. It's America. Like good or bad, well, we're worrying about, I don't have the moral compass or the need to worry about the moral compass.
Well, but you were saying before that black people need to understand history.
That's not a moral perspective. That's a matter of biological imperative.
Okay, but when you are saying black people need to know history, are you saying black people need to know black history? Are you saying black people need to know American history? Are you saying black people need to know both separately? Or are you saying that black people should know all of that under one umbrella called history? That's all I'm trying to understand.
In America, you have to know both. For black people, that's why they say
I know that. That's not what I'm asking you, brother. I'm trying to.
I'm telling you the answer. Like, are you familiar with like W.E.B. Du Bois?
Yes.
Are you familiar with these people? So
yeah.
Are you familiar with what's the poem on the dual on the dual?
Your opinion, man.
No, I'm giving you because it's American history. Like it's you're bringing it from American history.
I'm asking about your personal opinion about history.
And the personal opinion about history is that a people teach their history, and then you also have that in alignment with the rest of the world's history. So American history doesn't worry about European history or Chinese history. If you want to learn Chinese history, you go learn about Chinese people.
Okay.
If you want to learn
so let's
history,
use that. So that's a good thing. That there's a difference between if you're trying to learn American history, that Asian history or Russian
Black history
is a separate thing. That is a good
and
thing.
Black history.
Hold on. That's a good thing because we can categorize that we want to focus on the history of America. But because of the fact that the history of America is it is very relevant of what happens with what you're calling Black history. My question again is, do you want, when people understand American history, do you, in your humble personal opinion, do you want that to include what you're calling Black history? Or would you prefer that American history is separate from Black history?
Black history is beyond American history in the terms of Western Hemisphere, so it would still have to be taught separate.
Okay.
American history is about the United States.
Well, okay.
Like the context of black people is beyond the context of the United States. You have the Louisiana experience. You have people in Haiti that have the context of the influence and impact of black people in the Caribbean and their experience while they were in America. You have black people who sided with the British during the Civil War. Like the context of black people and the experience of colonialism is not something that's taught or should be taught in a parallel way without understanding the context of the difference.
Okay, so there you go. So you said it should not be taught in parallel, meaning that you are in favor. So you are in favor of Black history being separate from American history.
The favor is beyond this. First is beyond favoring. It's the fact that United States, America, and Black history in the Western Hemisphere have two different starting points. Do we agree?
Yes.
So if you're teaching American history, would that include the entirety of the Black experience in the Western Hemisphere? Yes or no?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yes. So just
when
like
did this? No. The experience of the experience for Black people in the Western Hemisphere started when?
The slave trade.
What year? Not what was the name of the experience?
1600s. I don't know off the top of my head. But 1600s.
All right. If you think the 1600s, when was America?
Are you trying to quiz me, or are you trying to have a conversation?
No, I'm just this is in order to have the conversation, we have to be able to have the same understanding of the
So
concept.
then you can just. Do you think that I'm unable to understand your points because I didn't memorize the first year that Black people are here?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It was in the 1600s.
Yes. I do think that.
You think I'm
because
unable to understand what you're saying because I didn't memorize the date?
Yes. The reason why, and you just proved it. You think that American history encapsulates the entirety of the Black experience, and that's because you don't know.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
You don't.
That's not what I said.
And you would also know that you would have to keep them separate because the Black experience in the Western Hemisphere started early 1500s. The United States is 1776.
Okay.
So the experience of Black people is greater than the length of time that the United States has been in existence.
Okay, so then would you say that when there was an influx of Italian people coming to America, then Italian American culture should be separated from Italian American history should be separated from American history?
Italians do have an Italian history. There is an Italian American history. Like what? I don't know where you live. There is an Italian American history classes, bro. They have that in City College. They have it in City Tech. They have Irish. Yes, they have that. If you want to understand the culture,
that's not what I'm asking.
Yes.
I'm asking.
That's how you would understand the culture. Yes.
Okay, so you think that talking about how the Italian immigrants came to America in the context of American history is bad? Or is incorrect?
No, I didn't say bad. I said that's a genre. That would be a subgenre of American history.
So what I'm trying to get to is that there are many different aspects of what constitutes as the way I see
No, but in your analogy will be incorrect because Italians don't have a history prior to the immigration input in the 1800s. Black people
Italy
do have. Italy does not have no influence on the colonization of the Americas.
Okay, but that's the same thing you're appealing to with Black history.
No, it's not about appealing. It's the fact. Italy does not have a colonial history in the Americas. The United States, which you're alluding to, or not alluding, what you're stating, American history is the United States history. There's no other American history. Then you have French history. The French history in the United States is not taught. Then you have British history. American history is much in alignment with British history. You do not learn much about the Dutch history here. It's different people who colonized the Americas. Black people have endured all of these different groups. So it's imperative for Black people to understand their experience with these different groups. Do you disagree?
Yes, but I'm understanding your point. But to just flesh to just flesh that out, so that I'm sure I am understanding you. Is it your opinion that because again, I'm just clarifying. You're saying that because Black history isn't solely within the context of American history, that you need to focus on the entirety of Black history, and if you look at American history, then it doesn't include all of Black history. Is that what you're saying?
For the Western Hemisphere, correct. That's one reason. That would be one point.
Okay, and so what aspects of Black history, just generally speaking, do you think that is relevant to understanding Black history that is outside of American history?
I just said you got for one, colonial history is not taught in the colonies that way. So one, Black people experience colonialism. So that's one thing that should be taught. And this is what we teach in my school, analyzing and comparing the impact that colonization had on Black people and the ways in which Black people organize and strategize in response to colonial powers. What were the differences in policies that were instituted by different colonial powers? How did the colonial factions learn from each other in terms of their policies? For example, the Spanish had the monopoly. The Dutch introduced what? They introduced mercantilism. Then they introduced the corporation. The British and the French took on a version of mercantilism. The French took on a fiat version. The French had a bubble system. So the French bubble system floated, and that created a different experience for Black people in French colonies that was different for Black people in British colonies. Then you also have the thought movement that developed in America, where Black people went from so much of a violent pursuit of social justice to more of an articulated literary pursuit of social justice. And we should understand the changes in that, because many people see Black people and say, you should be fighting and killing. It's like, hold on, we've had periods of time with this. And we also had the immigration period of America, where Black people fought about and went to Africa in pursuit of finding other places to live. And then we had what went through that. These are periods that Black people went through that in order to survive while in the America and the colonial space in the Western Hemisphere. And these are things that we should know that were beyond the American scope of our experience.
Fair enough. So then can you speak to how in modern day, just the average Black American, understanding that history that you were just discussing, how does that help them just as an individual be successful in America today?
Very easy. So, and this is the question that my students ask it. Social studies, the purpose of social studies is to develop somebody who can adequately survive in today's social settings and society. Our understanding of politics, our understanding of the environment, civil policies, the history of civil policies, and the ways in which that we have actually pursued justice when in the face of injustice should and is studied by all other groups. And this is why I said the onus for Black people is to understand our history so that we can create new ways to handle old methods that are being used against us. But if we don't know the ways in which old methods were used against us, they're going to repeat themselves. For example, eugenics. Are you familiar with eugenics? I'm sure you're familiar with eugenics.
Yep. So, okay, so that makes sense. So then what kind of things are you like let's say that plays out perfectly and Black people are getting much more educated about Black history. What kind of things you said new, I don't remember exactly the word that you used, but new ways of what would that look like?
That's part of so in our context and in the reality, it's still what I would say a guerrilla perspective. Colonialism and globalization is a reality.
Not just say gorilla.
From India.
You did not just say gorilla.
And to think about what does it look like for someone who's speaking against the classism and caste systems, against the colonial connections that many people in India have created, to go against the colonial globalistic corporations. That's a space that's not safe for an Indian. And to think about what type of futures that look like when you have people who will kill you because you're speaking against the people who are coming to India dumping illegally or hiring corporations in India to make all types of profits. And if you're going to speak against the profits that these corporations are making in India, you have to think about the longevity of your career and what does that look like when people are willing to get you off the planet because you're messing with their profits.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking about. What is the thing like? When it comes down to the rubber meets the road, what is it that Black people will be able to do better in that way once learning?
That's the first part. Well, in keeping it simple in that way, you have morale, bro. Your story matters. What we see in America is that the story that Black people are being told doesn't matter. And we watch other groups tell their stories with a level of addiction and passion that makes sense. When we watch Hollywood,
I was making a joke, you fucking
remake
retards.
Stories and put Indian people who look like white people with gray hair and pot noses that look like whites to sell a story and they do the Indian dances and videos, when we see Nollywood do the same thing, or we see Spanish people do that, like, we respect it and understand that that's cultural pride. The world needs to get used to seeing Black people do the same thing. And it's no different than Bollywood. Like, it's about, and I said propaganda. Propaganda is a powerful tool. That's the reason why you have somebody like, I forgot, what's the guy's name that redid Terminator and he's jumping over buildings in India with the glasses? Like why remake those movies? Because you want to showcase your people in a great way. You want to motivate your people to be greater. Why tell the stories of your past? Because they're parables that you use to inspire your future. Why keep the pictures of your ancestors? Because you want to inspire those that look at the past with a level of knowing that one day you'll be an ancestor. You're carrying the torch for your people. Why do Indians find Indian people to make babies with in America? And when they live in Black neighborhoods or white neighborhoods, because they know, biologically speaking, there's only one way to keep their culture going. You can't make an Indian in America with a white woman.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm into brunettes, so.
That might be because you're culturally lost. You don't have any pride.
No, I am very firm in my American culture. I just don't have. Yeah, I mean, you're right. If you're going to say that I don't have a foundation or really even a respect for the country of India, Indian culture, maybe some aspects, but you're absolutely right. I'm 1000% American, and I appeal to American ideals. I see myself as America. I think India is a dirty country. Like, that doesn't make the people bad, but the values.
You're not from India, right?
No, I was born here.
His parents are from
India.
So no, my parents were from the West Indies. My mom's family is Jamaican. My dad's family is from Trinidad and Tobago. Like, my ancestry is Indian and Chinese. I just use the Indian Jesus because I'm brown and whatever. But yeah, I don't have a strong connection to India or Indian culture, and I think that benefits.
You fill out the census. What you put on there? Just Caucasian and white?
No, I mean, usually just put other, but on a form like that. But I'm American.
I know mad people like that. I ain't gonna lie. When I was talking to that officer y'all online, he was from Suriname, and his family is from 2-3 generations from Suriname, but they were Indian, but he had no connection to India.
Right.
And then he'd been in America for 2 generations, so he's like, "Look, bro, I'm American. Like, I don't know shit about Suriname, and I couldn't point to India." Right. You know what I mean? But that's also part of globalization, where you're, not to say where you may not have an identity at, we here are maintaining that identity through these transitional points, being shipped around, not by choice, not by self-pursuit to say, I'm gonna move here to make more money, but by the fact of saying that the ID culture in America was to protect Black people's freedom, and also to let white people know who they can bother, right? The curfews that America
changed. That culture changed.
Culturally in America, Jim Crow, it expanded the Jim Crow culture to modern neo-Jim Crow.
What do you?
The ID culture. I'm just like, the fact is like that. The fact is, ID culture in America was a Black experience for free people. Like, in order to prove you were free, you couldn't walk in groups of 3 to 4 Black people. The Underground Railroad, our migrational patterns in America were associated to social injustice. That's the reality.
Give me an example of.
Do you know any Black history beyond they were slaves?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call myself an expert on Black history by any means, but yeah.
What you know?
And you want me to just list random things I know about Black people?
Yeah, a couple of historical things, you know.
Yeah,
two.
I don't know, George Washington Carver. I mean, you know.
What about George Washington Carver?
Peanut butter?
American?
I don't know. You understand how these are extremely broad?
Okay. That's one.
What do you know about? What do you know about?
Give me another one. I just said two
right-wing Indians in America.
Right-wing Indians in America.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them, and it's confusing when they're Christians
exactly.
too.
So that's not really specific enough for it to be a useful question. If I just asked you about that, there's not enough through line for there to be any purpose to ask that question.
Well, I mean, you named one thing. You said George Washington Carver invented peanut butter. Okay, that's one thing. I said just give me two things historically you know about black people, besides that they were slaves. That's all I had. But to answer your question, me personally, I don't know anything about right-wing Indians in America. Nothing. No, that's me. Q-Butter might know, but Fiasa, I'm sure he knows something. I don't know a damn thing about right-wing
Indians. And so, like, do you?
That's my honest answer. But I was just asking you for two things. Did you Google another one yet?
No, I mean I could if that's what you want me to do, but I think
No, but seriously, what's something else you know about Black history?
Do you see how
No, seriously, from antebellum America, can you name something that an impact Black people had on antebellum America?
I didn't want to jump in. But
no.
Since GQ,
can you name any policies?
Even the one thing he knew was historically incorrect.
Right.
I don't know if anybody was gonna, correct him on that. It's not to beat you up, but
okay. But what is okay? So it's not to beat you up. It's to do what? It's to demonstrate that I don't know the thing that I said I don't know.
George Washington Carver didn't invent.
Okay, and what does that demonstrate besides saying that I don't know the things that I admitted that I don't know?
If you didn't take that so personal, if you didn't take it so personal and perceive this as an attack, you would understand.
Not perceiving it. I'm
but
asking what is the relevance to the conversation? How does that?
Because it's correcting
telling you.
Okay, no, I'm not, and I'm not arguing that. I'm just asking now. Okay, great, you're correct. I know nothing about Black history. Now what?
Okay.
I think
it's not about nothing.
The conversation.
It was okay. It was okay.
The conversation stopped.
You didn't have to say that you knew something besides slaves, that they were slaves. If you didn't, you could have did like me.
I thought I did. I was wrong. I thought I did. Is it illegal?
Let me so did you graduate?
You got me.
Did you graduate? So did you graduate in America?
Yeah.
High school in America?
Yeah.
Did you learn history in America?
Yes.
Do you feel like you learned anything about the Black portion that contributed experience in American history?
Probably, clearly not enough. But this is why I went for my original question about separating American history from Black history. I would argue that if it was not separated, then inherently the idea of learning about history and social studies in school, whether it's elementary school, high school, or college, would necessarily include the Black Americans or the Black people that affected American history. And even if that's not completely,
you know what? To be fair,
can I finish? Even if that's not the entirety of Black history, I think that personally, I would know more about what is Black history that overlaps with American history rather than having the separation. And now, clearly, I don't know jack shit.
No, we're not. See, it is one is the facts. You graduated high school in America, and you learned American history, and you don't know anything about the Black portion of that history.
I took 3 years of advanced math in high school too, but I still got to use the calculator for basic math. So I don't know if that's a great.
That's not the point. It's just understanding. We're taking we're just analyzing.
I think the idea is that somebody
this is you're
almost
you're moving. You're not taking accountability. If not taking accountability,
I explicitly said I.
Nobody asked you.
I didn't know the things that I thought.
You're getting emotional. You're triggered. You're triggered, and you would be able to mute up and just wait. I don't want to mute you. I'm just. You don't have to explain anything.
Oh,
you just
now
asked
we're muting.
You just asked not to be
now
interrupted.
We're muting.
I'm going to mute you.
It always goes to the mute.
Just that simple.
It always goes to the mute.
I don't do that.
Oh my God.
You don't know anything about Black American history.
Yeah, that's what I said.
See? I'm just repeating it so we can be on the same page. I'm not attacking you. This is for data.
Agreed.
In America, most people don't learn the exact same amount as you. So this is one of the realities in the country. Now, the country, though, historically wants that reality. Now, America now has a lot more other people in the country.
They're chipping out.
And which is what I was stating when you about to cut you off. It is a fair perspective
if we go somewhere else?
to say Black America
You say if we go somewhere
needs
else?
to have a more inclusive history because people like you
I know,
are not
right?
learning
Spit
it.
it the
They're
fuck
only
out.
learning white portions of history. Now, you need to take in consideration that, you know what? I do live in a country that was impacted by these people and these people were part of, and I didn't learn nothing about them in history.
I'm a white girl.
Why didn't I learn anything about them in history? There's a reason why. You don't want to acknowledge that white people don't want to teach about Black people's involvement in the country. Historically, that's the fact. Like last year in Florida, in Texas, 3 years ago in Texas, trying to reword and remove the word slavery. This is America. That's the reason why you and many people like you don't know anything about Black history. It's just that simple. So we don't want to be like you, though. We can't be like you. We need to know our history. So it don't matter if you don't know Black history. It matters if we know Black history.
Okay.
You're a lost child of colonization.
Black people don't know
So you
Black
don't have any
history
allegiance
because
to
of the
anyone.
fact that
That's
they
on you.
separate it from history.
You don't got allegiance
Black
to
people know
Jamaica
fucking
or Trinidad
American
or
history
America.
pretty
Or just to
damn
America. So you're a perfect
They
modern
don't know
citizen.
about Black history. Why is
We
that?
Black people are not like
Maybe if it was taught together,
it's just that simple.
then it would be understood. Talk now?
You want to respond to what I just said?
Yeah. I believe, as I said earlier, that a lot of that is because of the fact that you're separating the history. And so, as I said earlier, just because of the fact that
Wait, who's separating the history? Who is you?
We're not. We literally white people.
not
You went to,
separating-
white people didn't teach you.
No,
It's white people that separated
no.
it.
I agree that that is the case, but that's why I specifically asked what you wanted, and you explicitly said it that you want American history to be separate from Black history. That's why
No, I explained to you that American history and Black
roll back
history
the tape.
are
Roll back the tape.
Relax.
All right.
literally.
If you can't
literally,
if you can't
that's
have a
what I said to
conversation, I'm
you.
muted. I'm dipping out. This is
We can have a.
this
It's
is
cool
beta
because
shit.
you're doing too
Grow the
much.
fuck
And we
up
don't-
and
there's
learn
no-
how to fucking have a conversation.
Yo, go away. You're a worthless Indian with no country loyalty whose parents left their country because they were poor, and you came to America, became an Indian troll and an idiot with no worth, no value. Nobody here is ever going to care that we spoke to you. Go away. You can commit suicide right now. Nobody over here would ever care. It's not going to bother anybody over here.
With their
Nobody cares about your opinion. You were just entertaining us. Literally, for the night.
Ironically, Q, everything y'all
That's fucking pathetic. And so, yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, but I would argue, do you not appreciate our conversation more as well? Like explicitly, yeah, you know, it should be taught together because it allows for context. What I was trying to get to, and I wish I could have asked that. What I was trying to get to, oh, of course he did. They always do. They always do. What I was trying to get to is the notion that, okay, maybe if we say this is American history and this is Black history, if there's that much overlap, whether there's this much overlap or that much overlap or that much overlap, then what did I say? This one's Black history. Isn't that being learned by being taught under history? But yet again, they can't understand because we was kings. We was kings. You don't understand because you ain't Black. You ain't Black. You ain't know what we been through. We was kings. It's fucking pathetic. If you can't have a conversation, like I didn't raise my voice. I was speaking emphatically, but I didn't raise my voice. I didn't call anybody any names. I didn't do any of that. The lack of ability to just have the conversation is exactly the problem. It is precisely and exactly the problem. Now, we have obviously people now, those of us who don't look at black people as a monolith, unlike those people, know that we have Lethe, we have Trey, we have people like that who happen to be black and are willing to have this conversation. But unfortunately, there is a pattern the other way where black people decide that because they are black and because I am not, that I'm somehow being racist or I don't understand or I'm not. He literally said that because I can't pinpoint the exact date that Black history started in America, that I'm unable to understand what he's saying. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Ooh, let's see what that chat was saying. All right, what we got? We'll try one more. They can't have a conversation because they're incapable of controlling their emotional outbursts. So there's a large cadre of the Black American population that don't understandable reasonable PR. Clearly. And unfortunately for normal people who happen to be black. That's why there is no reason, if you are a Black American, to claim kinship with them just because they are black. All right, let's try panel. Ooh, what is this? Open panel 75. Oh,
she was like, hold up, give me 5 minutes. I'm doing something right there. And then, boy, was she up there. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I laid that ass out. Sure did.
Yeah.
Do I give a fuck? Nope. I do it again.
What you got?
Oh, Darlene, good looking. Oh, she went over to the
I tried. Do you think I was disrespectful?
I appreciate you.
Do you think I was?
Darlene.
Actually, I gotta take a piss.
Did you see my avatar? Yeah, it's shit like that. Oh, look at my avatar. Look at like, why would you? I just don't get that.
Care
like,
what you got. I don't.
It's like, nah, he's doing that Brandon thing. Oh, look at my avatar thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is like, Harry doesn't even have a limit to where like he draws the line at. Like, he'll pick on a special needs person, which is crazy.
Yeah, and that's
and actually make fun of them, which is crazy to me. Like, why? Like, I don't like. There's no heart, like no soul there at all. Nothing. No compassion, sympathy, nothing.
Talk to your boy, Alex.
Free McQueen, $190.
I can never fix my lips to go off on somebody like that. Like, why would I? Like, that's weird. That's crazy. Barbara. You got Bob's in the building. Salute to Bob.
Hey, girl.
Say you want to be free, make them pay $190.
What are you talking about?
19
What are you
inches.
talking about? I don't really get anything.
$190.
Well, then why do you associate yourself with him for? He ain't got no heart.
I mean, according to them,
you say he got no heart. Why you
that would be American history, not Black history.
Smart ass.
All right.
No, because McQueen don't got a heart neither.
All right, so I don't feel like sitting around and wasting my time. So we'll see. We see that this is open. Let's see what else we got. If there's anything. Q butter. Oh yeah, I decided when I was pissing that I'm gonna clip that and make him look stupid. So I just do that. In the Discord, so I can remember who to tag. Because we ain't no bitch. We ain't gonna be talking shit without letting people know. Oh, all All right. Well, that is it. Let's try just panel. These Brogerts again. All right. So whatever that thing was, we'll, let's see.
Like that, some you made some feminine shit. He's feminine.
Demon time! I'm going demon time!
I can see that tip for tat shit.
Am I right, Alex? If the shit was fucking on YouTube, dog, you stupid.
Let's roll.
Chris, it would have been anybody. Who's this? I do see you, sir, but you got to give me a minute. I never seen you in my life.
It's probably the person Amanda's talking about. Ha! He porn bombs.
The person that who was
chat.
talking about?
Read the chat.
What's
what
his
Amanda's saying. Prime or something.
I'm gonna find out right now. We're gonna see right now. Add to stage. How you doing? And the Indian what? What's your name? The Indian what? Jesus.
Prime will palm bomb this channel
the
and
call me TIJ.
Authenticate as everyone.
TIJ.
Go fuck yourself.
TIJ. Okay, the Indian J. That's his name. Okay. Nice to meet you. How did you find us, man?
Just searching open panels. I did a movie night earlier for my crowd, and we wanted to keep it going. So search open panel and see what we found, and you guys are there.
All right, cool. Matter of fact, do me a favor. Type in the YouTube chat so the moderators can see who you are and check out your channel.
It's on subscribers only. Sorry.
No, he said
subscribers only for 1 minute. Subscribe for it's only on 1 minute.
Got you.
So press subscribe. Wait a minute.
If you just, I got you. But if you just search the Indie Juice, you'll find it.
We ain't searching for nothing, man. Just follow instructions, bro.
He's laughing at you. He's cammed up. Just so y'all know, he's cammed up.
These fucking people, like, what in
It's not a video or nothing like that. He's looking at a monitor. Listen, brother. I just got to know you're.
No, I feel you.
You're all right. You're just.
Yep.
You're legit. Just some new guy swinging through. You know, a lot of people want to fuck with this channel. I'm just saying.
I hear you, man. I'm streaming as well, so I gotta follow TOS as well.
I understand that. Yes, try. So yeah, a minute might have passed already. Try typing something in chat.
Load.
And this way, one of my moderators could check your channel out, and we could get you in the building, man. Let's see. Just to come up. Yeah. Somebody did. Amanda. Somebody did try to come up with your picture, your name, like that picture you have right there.
Yeah,
in your avatar. You will know it's of course. I know it's you when it's you. Also, Harry has threatened everyone to think many times.
Jesus
is lying. Okay, copy. All right, I got you.
Chat.
All right, so yeah, chat. The guy that says yo, that is who I have backstage. Check him out for me. Let me know. Content, no content. How old is the channel? Is it new? You know, you guys know what you're doing. 5.4K subs, made in 2016. So all right, so he has content on there. All right. So Barbara, all right. Yeah, I got him. Give him a chance. He got a channel. He knows how it is.
Howdy.
How you doing, brother?
Chilling. So, what you guys up to tonight?
Just talking shit, same old shit, you know. You do panels too or not?
Not usually. I'm more likely to jump around on other people's panels for exactly the same reason that, I'm scared of TOS and somebody coming up and doing some weird stuff. I have one dude that
Right.
came up and he was stupid. He tried to mess with the channel, but he tried to show something on his phone, and by the time he was doing that, I was able to get him off screen. So I completely understand all that you're doing because I don't have the patience for all of that. I usually
right.
My show's about just communication and it's centered around politics and culture, but it's really more about communication and being able to see that okay, this person disagrees with me, or I think this person has bad ideas or stupid ideas, whatever it might be, but I want to be able to understand them correctly and communicate with them in such a way that they're not just going to shut me out, that maybe I could get to them.
Copy. Okay, yeah. I'm looking in the chat right now. Thank you to my people that letting me know you're restreaming right now. That's it's all good. Just next time let me know in advance and just give me credit in the title. That's all I ask.
Say something.
I don't know.
Say something.
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah. Could he hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, he's like looking around and shit like he.
Yeah, I'm a guest here. I'm trying to jump in on y'all's conversation.
Crazy shit.
Right. So, like I said, my chat is notifying me that they're notifying me that you are restreaming, and I'm cool with that. Just next time, just ask me if it's cool, and just give me credits in the title. That's all I'm asking. Just put my title, my channel name in the title, and we're all good. No problem, brother.
Okay. So
we got Zero entering the building. Zero, welcome in.
Uppers, slow the fuck down. Nobody can understand what the fuck you're talking about. And I already know who the fuck you are. So continue with your bullshit.
Why do you call yourself Indian Jesus?
Wait, me?
No, you.
Yeah.
Asshole. Who, me?
Are you real?
Who else is called the Indian Jesus on the panel?
What the fuck?
Who is this?
Down. Slow the fuck down.
You want me?
I know you definitely got the fucking ups.
I'm very confused. Wait, Zero, are you telling me this?
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused too, motherfucker. I'm confused too.
I'm so stay confused.
I'm like, what?
It don't matter. You got the ups. Oh, please.
I don't trust that nigga.
Slow it the fuck down. That's all I'm saying. And then it'll shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Yo, Zero, you know this guy?
What's that?
Yeah, why do you call yourself the Indian Jesus? Why do you call yourself the Indian Jesus, nigga?
Got long hair and envious, so but I am rightly
envious of who?
A lot of Christians, a lot of right-wing Christians come into my chat and they like to wag a finger at me like, how dare you? And
I'm gonna wag a fucking dick in your face and you're gonna like it. How about that? You bitching about fingers, huh? Oh, okay.
I didn't hear you because when I was talking, you were.
It doesn't matter.
My mouth is closer to my ears than you.
I know you're in the uppers. You're in the speeders. No, I got it. Great. Enjoy. Okay. If yours is yours. Wanna be whatever the fuck. Good luck. Good luck to turn and everybody else. Enjoy that. Floor is yours.
Okay, I don't know who this person is or what they're referring to, so I don't know what. Dude, I thought we were. Is there?
You can read and
Chris, what the?
You can.
What the fuck?
I'm sure you can read, right?
Really?
You see bubbles.
Or are we gonna have a conversation?
I'm just saying. What are you doing, bro? You're not paying attention to fucking StreamYard, bro? What are you doing?
Is there a conversation to be had here, or we're just messing around? Alrighty then.
I need some fucking cheese. Fuck off.
Say again?
Talk to all the other great folk up there. Good luck.
Talk to what?
I'm about to fuck your shit up. Talk with everybody the fuck else.
That's what I was doing, bro. And then you came up here and started saying,
Yeah.
slow down or something.
I got uppers. Slow the fuck down. Chill the fuck out. You're good.
Are you looking in a mirror as you say that? Because you're the one spurging out like you're cracked out right now.
I'm trying to go get some fucking cheese and salsa. Can you fuck off for a minute and enjoy
Zero? Are you
whatever?
okay?
Not really.
Okay.
I will be once
I'm
I
glad
get
that at
my
least you guys
motherfucking
are like,
cheese.
this is weird. Because if this was the show, then all right.
Have at it.
Damn.
All right, so look, new
nigga's
guy, just wanted
weird.
to check out your channel, and I don't see my name in the title, nothing. So you're not helping me out by redirecting people here. We could,
What did
you know what I mean?
What did you say to me when we talked about that?
I said put my name in the title of your live.
When? Now or next time?
No, he said it like
Yo.
10 minutes ago, asshole.
No, that's not what I asked.
And
Say put it in now or put it in next time.
I'm
He told
telling
you already.
you, if you want to restream right now, put my channel name in the title. That's all I ask.
That's not what you asked.
And
That's not what you asked. Roll back your own thing.
that's not what I asked.
Next time, it's cool.
That's
Next
just
time, just put my
crazy.
name in the title. Did you not say that?
Right now, motherfucker. Do it now.
I said no. What I said was next time, ask me if you can restream.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you said next time, ask me if you can reach.
Next time, ask me if you can restream. And then after that, I said, okay, since you're restreaming, put my name in the title.
All right.
Put my channel name in the title. That's
Good
it.
luck with this, whatever this is. Good luck. Jesus Christ. And watch, you're going to talk shit. Oh.
Got my boy AV in the
Yeah,
back.
no, I knew that guy was fucking trolling, bro. And it's,
How was I
it's
fucking trolling?
A little douchebag. Get the fuck out of
So
here.
listen, he had a channel, lots of content. My mom checked him out.
This is good in trouble.
You chased him off, AV? What happened? You chased him off. He said, hey, why is he restreaming that? Right. Yo, man,
Yeah,
for
he's
real,
laughing
like,
right now. He's laughing. He's watching us right now laughing.
He still got your shit on his screen. So.
Oh, yeah, he's watching.
Yeah. Because I knew you were going to talk shit.
Oh,
Got him.
Enjoy the show, y'all. Just saying. I mean,
Yep.
This is fucking pathetic. That is fucking pathetic. I don't understand. Like, why is it that people can't just, hey, like, if you're going to have the open panel, it is on you to then take the risk that you're going to bring people up. I'm cammed up. I'm sitting here. I got my hands up. I waited to subscribe. I put my name in the thing. You saw that I got content. I mean, what else do you fucking want? You want me to, you are one of many channels and many things that we've done tonight. You are the smallest of channels, and you want me to title my entire stream that I'm going to whatever the fuck channel that was, where 4 people are not cammed up, singing around, and we're, hey, can you slow down? Can you slow down? Can you slow down? Yeah. Good luck with that. Is the people? Is that turn 201? Yeah. When the numbers are in the name, you know it's good. Yikes. Yikes. Let me go unsubscribe from that so I don't have to fucking deal with that bullshit ever again. Good Lord. Good Lord. And then it's like, again, you just saw, like, I hate doing this. But you just saw that my channel is 10 times the size of yours. So at the very least, when you see a channel that's 10 times the size of yours, streaming your shit, maybe be on your P's and Q's, and you can be me one day. You need me more than I need you. Don't nobody know who the fuck you are, because you're a fucking avatar. Oh no! Oh no! What will I do? Oh no! Oh no! You know how I didn't know that you existed 20 minutes ago? And I was doing fine. If you're here and you want to hang out, I appreciate it. But don't think that I'm like your turnt boys. And oh, please subscribe. I need every little subscription I can because we ain't shit. And the people who come here, if we don't get them to subscribe immediately, then they never come back because we're not talking about anything. We're just yapping. Disagree, but hey, you know, do your thing. Now I'm wound up. Let's do one more. Put my name in the fucking chat because you're the like, who the fuck do you think you are? Ooh.
It was a tactical blunder for the right. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Right? So we're in slight agreement there.
Hey, pal, I don't know.
But it is interesting how many.
I think somebody sent a 20, although it's a 20 Australian, says, here's another 20 to play it now. Otherwise, you'll be stealing my money.
There is no shame in deterrence. Having a weapon is very different from.
I'm not even gonna make the joke. Not even gonna make the joke. Because then it's gonna get taken wrong by everybody and blah 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 blah. What we got? Nope. The audacity to think that you're that important when you ain't shit. Oh no, this is these fruitcakes again. All right, that's it, guys. We've dominated every single platform of that. Yeah, because like, you see how we were just doing this? You notice how we were just doing this and just randomly searching? It's not like I was like, oh, please, church, let me be part of the show. It was just a random panel. You are a random thing, and I won't remember what this channel is by the time I wake up. Yeah, I did. And I think I was respectful. I tried to have the conversation. But that's not enough. You want clout. That's what you're doing. You want clout. Oh, talk about me. Talk about me. How about be entertaining? And then people will talk about you regardless. I know that's a foreign concept to some of you. But if you're entertaining, you don't need to beg people, please let everybody know that you're here. Because put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have clicked on any one of their panels that I was not a part of if I put them in the title. And put a 2 if you would have not. Okay, Lethe would be, oh man, if I put that name in the title, he would have been all the way over there. Oh man. All right, who we got here? Who's active? Who's like active and like us? Because I'm willing to show you guys the TIJ, the rest of the TIJ throwback. But, and yes, that is Louis Rossman. Hey, Turnt Crew, you ever fucks with Louis Rossman? So I'm willing to show you the rest before we go to bed. But you must read the part that goes after it, because this does not, this was 4 years ago. And 4 years is a long time. All right, so basically all we said, so all that happened so far is we have this little fruitcake in the corner, and Captain Paul asks, has he ever dated a trans woman? Or would he ever date a trans woman? And he's like, well, I already have. And he's like, no, it's not any different, and whatever. I don't think that I would stand by what I said back then, but you could tell I really didn't know what was going on. So let's see what let's back up. there's nothing where so I
asked you on that on Fuletch, but that was what I was looking for a couple of days ago when we were talking about this. I know for a fact that the same has to be the same, and since it's not the same, it can't be the same. So when I was looking for you to kind of specify.
Oh, so nobody said hi to you when you came in? Ooh, mods. Ooh, see, you're turning people away because you are not supporting each other? Okay. Oh no.
If there was a difference and there was, you wouldn't say so at all. That's why I pressed you on that.
I don't want to
Was
talk about my
the
sex life on stream.
I know. We're just speaking generally. I'm calling bullshit on the turnt losers. Like this is here. You are irrelevant to whether this is here. This is here. If you like what it is, subscribe and come back. If you don't, totally fine. That's it. I promise you. I promise you that we will be okay. And I promise you, if you don't like it, it's totally fine. Leave. I would prefer that people stay, but if you want to leave, go. Because I mean, this is that conversation, so we can't really dance around it too much. But like, you know, what is 100% the same? Like, this girl isn't going to be the same as that girl. So I mean, I get what you're asking. That is the experience. So Dr. Evil Genius was asking. So when you dated that trans girl, it was identically the same. No, never. You are stuck here forever, and if you leave, I'm going to take it personally, and I'm going to cry, and I might just stop streaming. I might just stop streaming. I might just end the channel. I might just end myself. If there's a single person that doesn't stay, then what's the point of living? Anyway. Dr. Evil Genius, where are we? Dr. Evil Genius was asking Anirudh when he dated or hooked up with that trans, was it identically the same? And so, very obviously, what he's trying to say is, no, it was not the same. Now, was it? And then I come in, remember, this is 4 years ago. This is 4 years ago. I come in saying, well, what is identical? Are girls even identical? Experience of sleeping with a girl the same as it is with a trans girl, and I don't know if that's a fair question. And like, you know, my obvious knee-jerk reaction to the question, would I date a trans woman, would be to say no. But I could see a scenario where you know, somebody who was very passable, like, I mean, fucking Blair White's hot, fucking, and I grew to know this person, and I could fall for that. I highly doubt that's going to happen. So notice how unsure I am about what the position actually is, or what my position actually is. Because what I was trying to express was that theoretically, if I met someone, I was attracted to them, I spent time with them, I fell in love with them, and then I found out that all else being equal, they were trans, well, I wouldn't really care. He's fucking hot as hell. I was saying, well, you know, what would be different? What would be the problem? Obviously, now I understand that wouldn't happen because of the fact that all the baggage that comes with trans. But you can see the evolution of the mindset. But I don't have any. There's nothing that I would intentionally do to stop that. Like,
I couldn't date someone bigger than me, man. You know.
Right. Exactly. That's it. If you missed the joke, that Captain Paul was like, "Well, you wouldn't want to date anybody taller than you." Wah, 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 wah. But yeah, so like, whether or not they like that's even further down the list. Now that I understand what the fuck it actually would mean to date a trans person, like, first of all, we very likely just wouldn't agree on very basic aspects of life to begin with. we very like I am not going to be able, because we have you know, shout out to Olivia, who is a trans person in the community, and we've had conversations, like, you know, just conversations about whatever, but we've also had conversations about being trans. And one of the things that I will say she said was that after she transed herself, she felt more of herself. And this is what I brought to First Game Ender. That it doesn't make sense logically that if you change yourself, you're more of yourself. Now, then, just like what we saw, mute, stop. Then, you know, we didn't get anywhere. But that was the intention, that I am genuinely trying to understand that makes sense, that you could feel more like yourself, but you're not more of yourself because you changed who you were. Back then, it was just a concept.
I can tell you from the way that I approach dating.
Real quick, at the same time, I'm not going to seek that out. So if I know that you're a male, then that's already a thought in my mind that I'm just not interested in this. So it would have to be a situation where I just didn't know and came to love this person enough and then found out. So that's right. And so what is the realistic? Like that's why it was even back then I was saying theoretically, what are the chances that I would get to know somebody so well that I fall in love with them and don't know that A, we're not compatible, and or B, that they're trans? That's not a thing that's going to happen. So so fine, I'll stand by that. If that were to happen, I'd be like, well, fuck it, I'll date a trans person. That ain't gonna happen. That would have to be the reality of the situation. So I don't see it ever happening. But theoretically, there's nothing that, you know, that I would say, like, if I was in that position, I wouldn't be like, okay, well, I love you, but I'm not dating you because you're a man.
Well, I can tell you from my experience, the way that I approach it, if a woman has any fake body parts, all her photos are filtered, she's got surgery on her face, she's got fake nails, she's got fake hair, any of those things, she's automatically disqualified.
I hope I'm not speaking out of, no, he did put it publicly. So you guys remember that our boy, Dr. Virginius here, the black guy in the first spot, he is polyamorous in the Andrew Tate way. So he has a wife that he's been with for, got to be almost 20 years now. Then he's got a girlfriend that he's been with for, you know, not as long, but a long ass time. And he just told me this week he got a third girlfriend. Like, bro, how do you even have the energy? I don't even want to deal with one. My home is so peaceful. It's so quiet. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. Don't nobody fucking give me shit for nothing. Like, I'm not saying, you know, I wouldn't like the company of a lady. Right? You know, it's just like, I'm just trying to chill. Life is simple. Like, if you had a crazy life, then peace is the most valuable thing.
Because if you're not authentic, I'd really want nothing to do with you, because you're already telling me you're a liar just straight up in the bio. So it is an instant left swipe for me. So since I'm very hard line when it comes to authenticity with the people that I choose to get involved with, then if you're not,
I mean, they seem happy with him. So I mean, hey, good for you, bro. Good for you. Like, I don't even. Yes, I want I want to be a husband and father, but I have no desire to have multiple wives or anything like that. Whatever floats your boat.
An authentic female, I'm simply not interested for the same principle as I'm not interested in a woman with fake breasts. It's an automatic disqualifier.
So, Dr. Evil, on that,
if I can tell, then it's a point off. I'm not gonna say, oh, again, I'm not gonna be like, oh, she's fucking gorgeous and she's cool and she's whatever. And then I found out that she got fake tits, and I'm like, well, too bad. No. But if I can tell, like, they got the balloon shape. There's that natural droop. Oh man, that's what I'm attracted to. If it looks different, then I'm not gonna be as attracted.
I want to ask you a question. If an individual suffered a burn and they got plastic surgery to replace damaged skin, and now they look a little different because of that, do you view that as an alteration?
I view that
they got a burn and they had skin
that as something that I cannot I view it the same way as I view women with moles. I know I'm going to stare at it all the time and be disrespectful, so I'm not even going to put them through that. There are certain imperfections that I know that my eye is just going to go there, and they're going to feel my eyes constantly going to the imperfection. I'm not even going to do that to them.
The reason why I ask that question is because often there's a fine line for a lot of trans individuals. They feel mutilated when they have organs that don't match what they feel.
They're not, though. There's a difference between somebody who was burned and somebody who clutch with the fucking clutch was just born in the way that they feel is different. Those are not.
If the experience is the same in the brain, is there really a difference?
Yes. There is. There is a difference. One, the person was mutilated, and one, the person feels that it is. I agree with you that the
phantom limb syndrome.
They may feel it's the same way. But this goes back to what Lewis was saying earlier, that you can't just transition yourself to be a taller person. I feel like I'm on top of the world sometimes, but that's not the reality. And there's no for men or women, there's no avenue in which, whether it's height or weight, that you can pretend that you're not what it is. I mean, even the fat acceptance movement is about accepting the fact that you are fat. It's not pretending that you're not.
Yeah.
And just because you feel skinny, you're going to identify as a skinny person. That's not reality. And it's okay. And when it comes to, hey, again, the person sitting next to me on the train talking about the weather, if they're fat as fuck and in their mind they think they're skinny, that is irrelevant to my life and to the conversation that we're having. But when it comes to us dating and having a physical relationship, then what your physical body is or is not is relevant.
So I would agree with that line of argumentation if you would say that a person who has suffered from burns getting any type of treatment, grafting, whatever, that would be an alteration, therefore unattractive to you.
Well, but it would be unattractive, but it's not the same thing as transing yourself, because one is meant to be a return to stasis. When you have a skin graft, it's so that you don't have fucking Harvey Dent face, right? Versus changing yourself into something different. Those are not equivocal things. Yeah, you get like 3 or 4 inches. And they break your legs and fucking stretch them. Like, if you're going to go that route, they do have shoe lifts that will give you a full 3 inches. I get the ads on TikTok all the fucking time. We're off skinny on stolen land. Oh my God, it's 2 in the fucking morning. I was going to do one movie and then go back to fucking Breaking Bad. And here we are. Oh, don't even. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is like me. This is like me saying, oh, you don't want to be skinny. Like, it's better to be fat. Like, I have issues with being skinny. And like, no. No. I'm not saying there are not negatives to being tall. Neither can I. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying there's not negatives. How tall are you? I'm going to guess if you're saying that, you've got to be over 6'4". Definitely not, because the other night after we streamed, I really had to pee and my pee jug was done and I had to get Morty outside and I didn't have time to run upstairs. So I tried to pee into the sink and I had to literally lift my whole body. I had to have my whole body weight on my hands just to have my dick high enough to pee into the sink. All right. So countertops are not meant for shorter people. Yeah, that's what I figured. And so, like, the negatives, again, I'm not saying that there are not negatives to being taller. What I'm saying is that the net negatives versus the net positives, if you really had to choose, would you choose to switch places? Would you be 5'4"? And single. Yeah, you have to be single. Would you be 5'4" and single, or would you rather be 6'4" and single or not single?
Oh no, for me, I understand the importance of that, but we're talking about somebody that has suffered tremendous damage. You know that surgeons refuse to perform surgery on people that believe that one or
tell me you don't have a dick without telling me you don't have a dick.
or more of their limbs need to be amputated because they don't believe that those limbs actually belong to them. When they go to surgeons and they say, hey, I've got this leg, I don't feel like it belongs in my body, the surgeon looks at that as an ethical issue and does not, he refers them to.
Okay, well, that fine. I'll give you that. Because, I mean, that is a big part of not being asexual or being sexual. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Not being asexual, that's a big factor. Can't reach a lot of shit and whatever. So fair enough. But you're the only one. And because I've heard that all my fucking life. Oh, bro, you get so much more room in the car and on a plane. Okay, yeah, and I can't reach anything. I can't see anything at concerts. Every woman looks at me as like their little brother. Come on. Now, this is the thing that First Amender tried to like flip and act like I was being a little bitch. Be like, oh no, nobody liked me. Well, that's true, but you know, as we'll say, height and width are not correlated, and you know what they say about feet. So I got a pretty, I wear 10.5. So do with that information what you will.
A therapist.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because therapy is the solution there for trans individuals.
Is it though?
When we have documentation on this, their rate of suicidality goes down after getting.
Does it though? Ooh, that did not age well. In the age of woke, yeah, all the studies were saying you can either have a trans kid or a dead kid. 16, yeah, that'd probably be a little crazy. 0 with size 9 feet. This shit thing is so fucking real. What, you got a big dick too? Oh!
Gender affirming healthcare. That's hormones.
It goes down like surgery. It's like 42 before and 41 post. It's actually more like 60 before, I think it was. I'm not gonna look at them. I think it was more like 60 before and 80 before and 60% after, or 20% difference. I don't remember. Fact check me on that. I don't know for sure. Like the numbers do not.
It's statistically insignificant.
Here, I have a study that saw a 77% reduction in attempted suicidal ideation.
Oh, here's the crux of this issue: is that now we're at a stage where reality has been split. Where I'm sure you can find a study that will say this, that, or whatever, and we're not, and multiple and a meta-analysis, because there is people who are operating in the under the reality, or under the assumption that their reality is their lived experience when it's not. And so that's seeping into our institutions. And so I'm sure that there are, I mean, look at the fucking, what was that Army commercial where they were.
Oh, the two moms. Yeah, the two moms and all that. And then actually the recruiting went down by.
The Army. Yeah. So, of course, there's people who hold your beliefs who are in the sciences.
All right. So if they are wrong. Done.
I look good with a fucking short haircut. I just grew it out because I don't like getting haircuts. I used to have the comb over with the cutout and a fade. Yo, I look good. If I had that and I was tall, let's fucking go. Deal. Shake on it. All right, what was I saying? That's the Army. Yeah. So of course there's people who hold your beliefs who are in the sciences.
All right. So if they are wrong,
is somebody getting greenies back there, Lewis?
The cat's taking a shit, actually.
Oh, okay. Jimmy Dean thought he recognized greenies. We are very, I don't know, some people may be pro-trans, maybe anti-trans here, but everybody is pro Mr. Clinton.
That's right.
100%.
I mean, I'm kind of like having bigger feet is my saving grace. So you're a woman, so I can't fully commiserate with that aspect. I'm glad that I got numbers in one area. All right.
That's adorable.
I think a lot of this argument comes to when it comes to dating is just, I think preferences aren't, inherently a bad thing, right? And
they aren't. It's a matter of how you express them.
But I also think that being open and transparent in a relationship is the most important thing off the rip, right? Like obviously not oversharing in the middle where in the beginning where you seem like you're fucking crazy, but being open and honest with the person, like, hey, I'm this, like, hey, like, you know what? Like, I'm a fucking Scottish fat fuck. Here I am, like that's
exactly kind of the direction I was going to ask. Like, what if there is somebody who has, this is that big a part of their life where they've decided to transition and identify and all that other, or whether they transition or not, but they're coming out as trans or whatever it is. If that's not in your profile, then that's already deceptive. Because you're like that's like if I was talking about myself and my interests, and I didn't bring up the fact that talking about football, and I just didn't talk about the fact that that's a terrible analogy. That's a terrible analogy. There's a huge difference in doing a dating profile and not bringing up that you're trans versus bringing up that you do or do not like football. Again, I'm going to need any of you who are watching this to read what I said about this. All right. I like UFC because I thought people would have a lesser opinion and see that differently. That's inherently deceptive. And is it a big deal? No, but those are the preferences, and so it comes back to the question of why is it wrong, or how does it come down to the way you express it, as you responded to Gavin Ball?
Yeah. So for example, it's just a matter of.
I called him Frogert. That's what we could get away with here. But, I mean, you could see it in plain English, right? Whoa, where do we go? 4 years ago from today, I was on this panel with Louis Rossman and defending this for dating a trans woman, LOL. Now, I call him that because he was the very first leftist I came across in my journey. You can see this clip is from before I was even the Indian Jesus, still operating under my I Didn't Read Your Book podcast. That guy was a guest on my podcast, ironically, for a book that he wrote about masculinity. But I'll never forget how he called me a bioterrorist on my own stream because I didn't have the COVID jab. So there's a little bit more to it, and yes, he is a Frogert. And I have it's the TOS is the reason that I'm not saying it. Like, I'm very openly willing to call people Frogerts if they're being Frogeted. Don't be gay. Don't act gay. You can love whoever you want. But if you don't want to be called gay, don't be gay. All right, let's finish this up. I'm ready to go to bed.
The environment. So if I say that I only want to date white women, and then I say it in a room full of Black, Indian, Latino women.
But why would you say it in a room full of Indian and Latino women? Yeah, exactly, right? I was going to say, first of all, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't only want to date white women, but I'm typically more just attracted to white, specifically brunette women. There's definitely hot Black girls, there's definitely hot Asian girls, there's definitely hot Latina girls. But I typically like the Italian look, bright eyes, dark hair. So if I'm not around those women, why the fuck would I be like, nope, I ain't into y'all shit?
I say that I only want to date white women, and then I say it in a room full of Black, Indian, Latino women.
But why would you say it in a room full of Indian and Latino women? It's not relevant there. That's like that's analogous to sitting on the train. You don't have to announce to them that you don't want to date them. But if they're coming up to date you, and there's only one white girl there, and you're only interested in the white girls, then
If I were the type of person that were only interested in white women and I expressed that preference, I likely would not go into a room that was filled with only Black women and then express that preference. That would be stupid.
Exactly.
Bumble
You go into the app because there are white women on the app.
Exactly.
Bumble is a room that.
We got Tracy Ketron. Welcome to the party. Same to you. All right. Well, dilly to that. Welcome to the party.
Pretty much encompasses everybody in the world, and rather in that case, there's a 0.1% or 1% of that room is saying I'm going to barge my way into this particular category.
Absolutely.
And I think that I don't think
what I should have asked is like, okay, so if I was in that room, do you think that it is expected of me, if I'm not interested in any of the women there, to tell them whether or not I'm interested, or do you think it would be more appropriate for me to just not mention that? Welcome indeed. I was also on stream with Turnt. Oh, you don't care about that? Yeah, nobody does. But yeah, so Dr. Evil Genius is close friends with him. And yeah, I gotta, you know, maybe tap that relationship a little more. Well, I mean, I guess this is a good opportunity to be like, hey, so you know, because this was when I was still I dry B Lutch. And so I didn't have, like, I wasn't in this world. I didn't have the foresight to you know, be where we are today or beyond. I was still trying to talk about people's books and stuff and have that be my way in to the discussion. That didn't work. But hey, if at first you fail, then you suck. But you should still try again.
I think that's completely analogous.
Well, I think it'd be me signing up on blackpeoplemeet.com expecting but
that'd be like me on Christian Mingle.
Yeah,
don't go to milfhunter.com and say you don't want a single mom, you know?
Go ahead, Edward, sorry.
Like in that situation, you would be going out of your way to specifically enter a room filled with category X and say, yo, I'm only interested in category Y. Fuck category X.
That'd be like me going on wehateanarude.com and I'm just looking for Anarude.
That's not where we're at.
Hey, I wish I was that famous.
So going back to the idea that there's a degree of deception to leave out something that is so you know, so
pertinent.
Well, I would argue in many ways that deception is necessary for trans individuals because there are stories where trans women will say,
what? Okay. Slow down, bro. Slow down. Or excuse me. Slow down. You know, so
pertinent.
Well, I would argue in many ways that deception is necessary for trans individuals because there are stories where trans women would say, I'm trans, and the person would say, oh, I'm kind of into that. Only enough to get their social information or any type of contact information, then proceed to harass them.
So that never has happened to a man. That's never happened to a man. A woman has never gone out with a man on, you know, false pretenses to do something negative. So we should have to disclose every single thing about ourselves before we go on a date with a woman, because that woman, or rather, that woman should disclose everything to us so that we know it's necessary, because we need to know if that woman is just, you know, going on foodie dates. Rules for thee, but not for me. Just positions. No, there's no principle here. Honesty? What's that? Well, I need to lie for my goals, so it's okay.
Because there are stories where trans women would say, I'm trans, and the person would say, oh, I'm kind of into that. Only enough to get their social information or any type of contact information, then proceed to harass them. Trans women I know have dealt with that. So there could be a reason for wanting to keep.
You know, there are times I go outside and I fear that I may be attacked on the street, but it doesn't mean that everybody should be, you know, everybody's, you know, freedom to traverse the street should be affected, because in my one particular situation, I think I have a special need, like to trample over the rights of everybody else, because a very small subsection of the population, you know, thinks that they got a very unique niche, almost never to happen, because the pool is so small to begin with, and then the people that are just like, you know, militantly wanting to fuck with their lives is an even smaller pool, and then we're going to basically have everybody else put up with deceptive people that they would rather not deal with in their life, which they probably are really dealing with a lot of deception in their life. And then here's one area where they could do without that, but everybody's got to put up with that, because this person may or may not run into somebody who may or may not want to harass them. We've had guys be lured into being robbed off of these dating apps. They think they're meeting a woman, they go and meet her, but we're not changing the dating app rules because somebody could wake up with their pants and their shoes taken and their Gucci belt and their accounts empty. We're not advocating for us to change everything in society because of the guys that have been beaten up, robbed, and or killed, thinking that they're meeting a woman, and then, you know, the goons come into the hotel room or whatever it is, right? We know that that's a rarity, and we don't change all of society for it.
Oh, so again, guys, that is the TIJ throwback from this week's Substack article, which comes out every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. I work on it to make sure that you have it right in the morning. If you're a church goer, either right before or right after you can get started. It's once a week, so you just go and, you know, you read a little bit here, you read a little bit there, you're on the train, you're in the car, you're taking a shit, you read a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got videos of the week, and take a look, man. It's pretty fucking cool. Oh, come on. We got, this week is entitled Karma is a Bitch, just like Dean Withers and I Dry B. Lutch. That was me. All right. And so, segments labeled the weekly thing. Skip if you want. Question of the week. What is the most non-negotiable in your life? Not counting people or family. Maybe you need a nice TV. Maybe you need your coffee in the morning. Maybe you have a butt plug that you would lose everything to keep. It could be anything in the world, but if you had to lose everything besides one thing, what is the thing in your life that is so central that you couldn't do without it? Just curious. Then a segment on the debate. Bum, bum, bum. And again, I cover in full on YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. But I do think it deserves a retrospective a week later. So I did wait until yesterday to write this. A little blurb there. Changes from movie night. It is indeed movie night. Learning things from all this stuff. I'm telling you about it. Let's do this. Oh, come on. There you go. Little pretty. There we go. And yeah, just talking about, part of what I learned about TV is characterization. How that's different. Streamer versus drug addict. There's an odd similarity between the experience of being a streamer and the experience of being a drug addict. Trust is fickle. Let's get with that. Went on that. We had Dean Withers, the Unfuck America liberal kid, who got some rape allegations connecting it to the NBA players trying out for the WNBA. And then Nikki. While I was on the, is Nikki still here? Yeah, Nikki, you called it out. Raygun has a fucking documentary coming out. This is the monoculture that we need. What a perfect opportunity for all of us to watch the same thing that is not politics. We all remember blah, 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 blah. It drops September 1st. I would be so happy if we could all take the time to watch it and have something to talk about besides politics and debates. And then, of course, we got the videos of the week with just a little blurb, just stuff that didn't fit in. Didn't watch too much this week because I am locked into Breaking Bad. And then the video you just saw, and, of course, the accompanying shit. And that's it, baby. That's it. Once a week. That's all you need. So let me drop the link here one more time. I really would appreciate if you guys go and check it out. Again, it's free. It's once a week. So the absolute worst case scenario is that you subscribe, you see what's there, you're not really into it, and then you forget to unsubscribe, and so you get one email. That's the worst case scenario. Give it a click. All right, guys, it has been a fucking night. I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm going to start late, 7:15, hang out for a little. We'll watch this short movie, and then I'll go to bed. And here we are, 2:30. You guys have fucking kept me up again. But I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so very, very much. Not a single don't know. But that's all right. I really do appreciate you guys again. I know that you could be doing anything else in the world, and yet here you are hanging out with me, and the Overlord is right here. I know he's been absent, but it really does mean the world. So thank you so very, very much for hanging out once again. We've got Morty the Overlord, and I have been your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. Peace.